John, you're asking if those have always been separate?
Yeah.
Okay, as far as I know, I don't really recall exactly. It seems like they should be one.
Yeah. I thought they were. Danny, Shawntelle, I just sent you guys a question. Did we always separate a favorite and a care notification? Because that's what's happening right now. So if someone favorites something and you get a care, you get two notifications. I don't remember that being a thing.
I just don't think the use case was considered. I don't think it was intentional for you to get both.
Oh man.
But you would always get both because
Right.
every time you get a care, you would get the favorite one. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's not like we wouldn't have noticed that over the years.
I feel like we had it, so it was only the care.
That's what I thought too. Okay.
I thought I'm almost certain we considered it. It would seem very unlikely to me that we didn't think about that.
Yeah. Okay.
I have like memories of us actually talking about it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it probably got lost when we changed the format and put the user image.
I mean, with that being said, I don't know how often people click on the care one. Let me go look.
Yeah.
Is that a template or is that an automatic one?
I don't know. While you're looking, I have a question for Amin. Hey, Amin, how's it going?
Good job.
Hey, do you know if pagination was added to the topics above the lobby? Not topics,
No,
but
like
chat.
yeah, the groups are suggested to join.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Like, I only have like 5, something like that. Let me make sure.
Okay. Because it's only showing. How many is it showing, Jerry?
Only showing 10.
I see.
Yeah, the care is not a template.
We're not paginate. We just show 10.
Okay. So that's a front end change.
Yeah, it's a bunch.
If we wanted to show more than 10, Jerry, that's also front end. Like there's not like anything you can do to make more show up. Right.
I could override the pagination temporarily to look. It would screw up the pagination. Like,
But there isn't pagination.
it would screw up the pagination when it's working. But I'll have it pull in more records.
Huh.
That's
Okay.
not. I don't know. It essentially would be a very hacky way.
Hmm.
But then once we actually get pagination working, you would mess it up.
I see. Okay. Well, let's reorder these. We were going to remove one, right? Did Zane ask you to remove Fuego Entertainment? Because he moved that to a topic within a different chat.
I don't think he asked me to remove it, but I can. That makes sense.
Yeah. Just unpin it at least.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
If we can get rid of one more, I mean, what about the King's chat? If we get rid of one more, Maggot Army will be number 10.
Yeah. That one, I prefer that one not to be number 10 anyway. Let's put that one at number 7.
Okay. Well,
Only when you're in the geographical area. Right.
We're okay. So we'll move Maggot Army up. Got it.
Yeah. And then number 9 on your list there, the life's little victories. Did you put? Did Zane ask you to put that one up as pinned?
Life's Little Victories. Let's see. I don't remember who asked me. I think somebody must have asked me.
Hmm.
Somebody did.
Okay.
All, but what's up? You wanted?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to take the Kings one down, even though it's not NBA
Well,
season.
If I move it to the end of the list, then it's effectively going to be cut off because you don't have pagination.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I can move the Kings one to the end of the list.
Okay.
Okay. I'm on a test phone here, also, and getting some strange behaviors. Do you have an emulator up? I want to see if you get the same behavior.
Yeah, I do have one.
Okay. Would you share your screen? I joined one of the chats, and then all of the chats disappeared from above.
Okay.
Granted, that phone I'm on 32. I wasn't on 33. Oh yeah, I have another question for you too. I don't think you got Ismail's PRs in merged.
They are. Like which one? Because like there's
Well,
only one that it's not merged. It's the one that's refresh topics when you end background the app. Other stuff, like
mm,
there's
hmm.
no PR from him.
Okay, it's missing a lot of things. So the what streaming chat, remember how that popped up in the wrong place?
Mm-hmm.
It still did in build 33. Um, the what's the other thing I was looking for? Oh yeah, like if you tap, actually that one word. I thought when I tapped on a message icon, it wouldn't bring up the modal, but it did. Okay, so that's good. But the what streaming one was in the wrong place. What else was there? Hold on, I got notes. There were so many things. And the what streaming had the wrong text too. Let's see what else. I can't remember right at the moment. It'll come back to me. It was quite a bit of little things that I was having trouble because I was looking for one thing and then I'd see 3 different things. Then I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. That's not right. Because I'm using like a test phone with a test phone, and it's revealing a lot of things that you wouldn't normally see, like on an account that's very seasoned. I'll get back to that. Here, the problem here in QA is that we don't have like these big group chats. So I don't know if it's going to behave the same, but go ahead and try and join one. Okay, see there, that right there. He said he fixed that.
Okay.
Remember, he said the problem was he had it as false, like so it would show up everywhere except what streaming instead of the quick fix he made. Put it on what streaming instead of everywhere else.
Okay. So what do we like
He
if
fixed
I
it.
want to
It's done.
fix
Like, yeah, so there's a branch
it's not
missing.
no, maybe the fix he did is not really fixing anything, or he didn't push the work like he did.
That's
Which I
possible.
don't think that he like here in the list of the PRs, like open PRs, there's no PRs from him. like the two PRs that they were I merged them yesterday, and maybe he did not push those changes. Or again, the fix he did, he thought that it would fix it, but it's not.
No, he was clear on the fix. Like he knew the mistake. It was a easy, quick misfix. But
Okay.
that's not the only thing either. Um, how can you tell if he has like an open PR or another branch? That's not.
There's no open PR. And branches by him, it's one and it's merged. There's like all the branches from him they are like merged. Branches that are pushed to the GitHub. Maybe he got some branches locally he didn't push where he did this fixes.
Maybe. Can you take a screenshot of that, ask him about it, and ask him if that isn't a branch? And there's other problems too, which I don't remember. Um, I might have
Okay.
notes on it, but it was clearly like for sure another one like this where he for sure fixed it, or added something. I just don't remember right now, and whatever was supposed to be added is it's just not there yet. Let me see if I have a note on it.
I sent him a message about the model.
Okay. So this navigated you, it looks like. So that's not right. Right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
What happens if you close this modal?
This is the group. Yeah, join the group.
Um, that's not what happened for me in build 32.
32 or 33? I am on
I
33.
know. I know. I was in 32 in production, which
Well, it could be fixed. It could be fixed here in 33 because he worked on all of this. So a lot of things here.
you think simply just joining the chat? I mean, 32 is in the App Store right now. So I joined a chat in build 32 and then they all disappeared from the top. Um,
Yeah, again, because he was working on this
uh-huh.
like 32. We had some changes from him where he worked on this new model here. There was other models here and there, so maybe something break there, and he was aware of it and he fixed it in 33. I can go back to 32 now and try and see,
Yeah, let's
but
take a look.
okay.
Because I don't remember that being a defect that he worked on. Do you?
No, I don't remember, but
Yes, but you're saying he fixed something, but I don't think there was anything broken there.
wait, I'm confused. You said like 32 is not broken?
I don't remember that happening. If you go back to your lobby,
Okay.
okay, there's those group chats up at the top. I don't remember that being a problem. If you join one, then they all just disappear. Like, but that's what happened down in 32. Let's see if I were to force close the app and reopen it, do they return? Let's see. I want a slow connection. Still loading. Still loading. Hold on.
John, you that's one of our Mint mobile phones.
Yeah.
If you're able to get it on your Wi-Fi, it'll probably work a lot better.
Yeah, I can. Okay, when I force close it, reopen, it does come back.
Yeah, they are. So again, it just it might be a problem with caching in 32 where he might he fix it in 33.
Maybe. Try it again, because that one navigated you, which was weird, but let's see.
Do you want me to try on the 33 or 32?
Yeah, no on here. Go ahead and join another one. Okay, it's just gonna keep doing that, I guess. Hey Jerry, the Maggot Army chat is not in the 7th position; it's in the 9th position.
For what user?
My test phone,
This one? Let's see. I was looking.
Build 33.
Yeah, let's see. It looked fine. Can I just find where it was? Yeah, the sorting on it isn't the greatest until I have like a UI to sort it through. When we get a UI for the sorting, it would make it a lot more reliable because I'm just like putting a sort order, but it's not updating the sort order of the ones next to it. Let me see. So now, okay, okay, yeah, I'm using a different user, and that's what it is. Okay,
All right. Well, let's
yeah. Let's say, what's it look like now?
let's see. Just give it a minute. It's loading. So I guess we'll just leave this for now. Maybe there were some changes on it. Can you add pagination to those groups? I mean,
Yeah, you can.
okay. Also, I had sent you a couple messages as well about let's see, a couple minor things. Did you get the Slack messages?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, can do those changes.
Okay.
I looked them again. Yeah, the info and having seen subtitle. Yeah, that's mine. Do that.
Okay. Um, okay. Stay on here for a minute.
Hello, Amin,
Yes,
you sent me query. What you want there?
you sent me a message asking for the query.
Not query. I did not ask for query. A dot I asked you. Landing a screen.
Um,
What? Notification route.
like the route. What do you
Yes.
mean about?
I'm sending you an example.
Like the deep link?
Yes, the deep link. Correct.
Okay. I see. Wait, do we have a deep link for it, or we are about to implement a deep link, and you're asking me what it should be looking like?
So I asked Ismail about it, but like looks like he's a winner. So I asked you deep link. Can we check?
Oh, yes. We don't have a deep link for this screen.
Can you please
There's
create
no
it?
deep link. Huh?
Can you please create it?
Like, is it created?
Can you please create the deep link? What I requested.
He's asking, can you please create it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can send you one that you can do.
I gotta get this phone on Wi-Fi. It's just not loading at all. So are you doing that for him now? I mean,
Well, yeah, I'm doing it. It's like, yeah. I mean, 1 second. Is this deep link gonna be a universal link? Do you know?
What link is this?
So let me share my whole screen. Okay. So, Jay, I mean, just send me this for the screen. He asking me to give him a deep link. So I'm asking, are we gonna have this deep link gonna be as a universal link in the future?
Hmm. That's hard to say because I would need somewheres to put it.
Because if we're gonna do it, we have to agree on one, so we don't have to duplicate work later in the future.
I'm
Because like, if I give him now a deep link, for example, I'm gonna name it common stack slash
Hmm.
favorites chickens or something like that. But once you do the universal link, it's not gonna be that. It's gonna be something else. We have two links that points to one screen. So in front end, I have to kind of duplicate a lot of route code to handle both of cases. That's what we do in some other screens to not break all versions. So I'm asking, can we agree on one right now, or as if we know that we're gonna do universal link for this?
Yeah. Yeah, John, what do you think about this? Like the universal link for like a deep link.
well, I'm not 100% sure what the difference is.
We can't just um what Amin is trying to do you understand what Amin's asking?
No, I was sending you a message. But I know what I'm trying to do here. The notification wasn't taking the user to the right screen. I wanted to go to this screen.
Yeah. But Amin's asking is when he creates this, do we want this to be a dynamic like a universal link? But I guess what that's saying is if we want it to be a universal link, I would almost need to create at the same time a web version of this to link back to the app.
And
Okay.
why does this matter? What's the difference between this universal link or dynamic link here?
Because Amin wants to know what URL we would use for the web version of this so he knows to handle it if it's used as a universal link.
Okay, but there wouldn't be a web version, right? Because it's got a wheel and categories and everything. Like,
Okay, so if we're not making a web version of this, if we can't imagine where there's a web page that would redirect the user to this in the app,
no,
then
not in a very long time, maybe.
okay, then I mean I think we can move forward with just without a
Okay.
universal.
Right? I
Okay.
mean, that wouldn't be a web view. That screen.
It's not a web, but it's that Amin's just asking if we were to make a web version of this, he would need to know in advance.
Right.
This
I'm saying
part.
that screen is a long ways away from being a web version, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. We're talking about the screen with a wheel on it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen anytime soon.
Okay. So I mean, I sent you the link that you can have in that notification.
Yeah. Let me.
Okay. Thank you. So that'll navigate the notification properly. I mean,
Yes.
Not now until like we do a front end change.
okay. And then we had another question for me and Jerry about what was it? I just had it on my mind a minute ago.
Are you talking about the badges?
Thank you. Badges. Yes, that's more of a conversation, isn't it? Do you want to bring it up?
Sure. I mean, so I know we worked on the badge subscription before that we blocked the badge. I think maybe Ismail had worked on that. I don't know if you had worked on it together or not, but when you're on a certain screen in the app and you receive a subscription for a badge, there are some screens that just don't show it when you receive the subscription. And for example, like when you favorite a profile, what we were doing is we were delaying the badge by a few seconds so you could get out of that favorite flow and then you get the subscription. But now in the favorite flow, we added an extra step. We had an extra step that's which of these friends would like this profile too. And now that you could spend a few more seconds on, and what that's causing is that that screen is blocking the subscription. So now when you get a badge for favoriting a profile, you don't see it until you restart the app because the subscription just gets dropped because it's in one of those blocked flows.
Yeah, and other badges too are not playing on demand. So the subscription is really useless. It's not really, and so Jerry had a solution for it, right? Where could the front end store the subscription?
Yeah, I think there was some disagreement upon that, but right now it's like there's no other. The way I was telling John is like there's no other way for me to trigger a subscription when somebody like views their home screen, for example, unless I'm like polling every time that home screen query gets called. And I confirmed that I am pushing the subscription over. So I just want to ask, what would be any issues if when you receive the badge subscription that we take it and we store it in a local state on the front end, and then when you get to a place like your home screen, then we can display the badge. It would be like a badge or a level. We have to have that subscription for that.
I mean, yeah, seems reasonable solution, and it's like the way for it. But you said like there was some disagreement.
Uh,
It's like I didn't work on it. Maybe like there's some other
yeah,
like if you remember the
Ismail worked on the subscription. I remember that, but I remember that
Mhm.
we he asked for us to delay the subscription by like 5 or 10 seconds to not, to not cut you off while you're in that flow. But now because we have more interactive parts that happen, it's possible that that subscription is just getting dropped because you're in that blocking flow. I think the solution is just that we store it locally because the subscription does get received by the front end. It's just that we have to wait till we're on a screen where we can pop up the badge to show it.
I mean, yeah, that's how I'll do it too in our case. Like if we are in a screen where we don't want to show a badge, but the subscription already triggered, then I will save it in the state and reuse it
Yeah,
when it's like needed.
yep. I think that's fine. Do you see any complications or roadblocks we can run into with that?
Um, no, I don't see complications. But would be helpful if you remember the disagreement why Smell did not want to get this route with the local states.
I do
I
not.
mean, if you did,
I don't recall.
okay, okay. Well, yeah. I'll
Do
work
you
on
see
it.
do you see any problems with doing it that way? I mean,
No, no, it's like it's the way to do it.
okay, because so here's this situation. So it's a favorite flow sometimes. Sometimes it's like the first friend badge, and I think we block these animations during like the favoriting flow, or if you're typing a message, it's supposed to not interfere.
I think the
But
free connect would
Mhm.
be one, so that would be like adding a friend.
yeah, your first friend. So like, would we be able to have it trigger at the end of the favorite flow? Like if I hit the skip button at the end, or if I hit the send button
Yeah,
at
we
the end?
can. Yeah, yeah. If we are, so once the subscription is like captured,
Mhm.
we can save it locally while the user like in the current connect, and when he's about to leave, we can show again since it's saved.
Okay.
Unless if the user closed the app mid current connect or something like that, like some
That'd be
unexpected bit. Yeah.
or but what about like um the favorite flow or typing a message?
Um. Well, it adds a little bit of complexity because it's in another screens. I'm not sure how Ismail is right now handling this. As far as I remember, I guess it's in a one place, like it's in a global place where it handles all the screens. So if it's the case, then I just follow what he was doing.
Okay. Well, let's talk about it more as you get when you start working on it, and then
Yeah, yeah, yeah. As
and
always, I'm gonna be working on it more. I'll be having more questions.
definitely okay. I really wish I could remember the other thing that was not present in build 33 that for sure Ismail was working. Let's see. Yesterday Ismail was working on a few things. There was oh yeah, okay. I mean, you're not sharing your screen anymore, but can you share
Yeah,
it
let me
again?
show.
There's another thing that he was definitely working on. We were all working on it yesterday together. It was the pausing notifications and that slider. So if you go to if you go to a chat with members and then go to the notifications, so that one definitely he said he fixed. Okay, so then here, what the heck? That is not visible on my build 33. Let me make sure. On the right phone.
Is build 33 a QA or a production build?
QA.
Okay.
QA.
Cool.
Okay, well, that is there. Now, maybe I mixed up the phone I was on. It's possible. Well, there it is. Okay, so I guess maybe I mixed up the phone. Well, then maybe he just forgot on the what streaming thing. So let's fix that now when you're done with that.
Okay, like the what streaming?
Yeah, that modal keeps popping up. He said he had something at false. So the way it's only supposed to show up on the what streaming chat, and he had it accidentally opposite, so it would show up everywhere except the ones what streaming chat. And so it's just like one change to true to, from false to true.
Okay. Well, I remember this change when I was like this change when I was reviewing his PR. I see it. Like I remember when
Yeah,
he was like not equal, he made it to equal.
yeah,
Here
maybe
is it.
that's what it was. Equal. Yeah.
And you can see like 23. You see, it was like first not equal, and it changed it to equal.
Hmm.
So he
And
did the change. Change it is pushed. It's just not the correct fix.
interesting. Does that make sense?
And yeah, it makes sense to me. Like we want it to be shown only on the what streaming group, right?
Yeah, but does it make sense that his fix didn't fix it?
I need to understand what's going on here. 1 second. If
Hmm.
has been shown. And okay. Well, what I would do is like this will not be here, but it will be here.
Okay.
to make it simple.
And then you can test that pretty quick too, right?
Yeah, we should not be seeing it. Like,
I think if you
any,
join a group, maybe.
yeah,
Okay, it's not there.
yeah, it's not there.
Okay. Now, will you see it on the what streaming chat?
Is it in QA? The what streaming chat?
I don't think so. You also did not change the text on there.
Yeah, we don't have a what streaming chat in QA, but I can add you to that group key.
Yeah, this group key. Is it like,
Or
does it
s-
exist
yeah,
in QA?
let's see. I mean, the group key definitely exists. But it's just not 7461. It's just not that group. Yeah, I can fix this.
I'm going to send you some updated text also. I mean, he forgot to update the text on the what streaming chat, I think.
You want me to change the text on the what stream?
Yeah, let me send this to you. Let's make sure this is the right one. I don't think this is what I was just looking at because he had the same emojis had repeated. I just forwarded you a message in Slack that I had sent him. That's how I wanted it to look.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me download again.
Okay. While you're looking at that too, Amit, can you give your update and let me know how things move?
Yes, sir. So today,
Yeah, actually, did you want me to send you an applauds notification to see if the?
yes, send it to me. And I'm sharing my I have some question also regarding this one.
Okay, is it? We're talking QA.
I'm on prod currently.
Prod, I can do that. Okay.
I'm sharing my screen. Meanwhile, I have some questions on here.
Okay. You want to send me Are you deploying something, Jerry?
Let me see.
It loaded now, but it took a while to load on my main account.
Oh, you're talking about in production?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was deployed earlier today. No, wasn't doing anything.
Oh, okay. I mean, or Amit, will you send me a message so I can react to it?
1 minute. So let me say. I sent you message.
Got it. I just was doing something else too, but I got it. Okay, so let me send a reaction. Okay, I reacted. Let me send you one back. And then will you react also?
Okay, so let's see. Let's see. Test one. Can I react it?
Yeah, will you do the applauds emoji on it?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Except, now I realize though.
No, I did not make the changes right now. It's on my local. I have some question I want to see
Oh,
first.
okay, sure.
Okay. So here, actually, 1 minute. Let me. Can you please also upload on that message, John? You're on message.
On my own? Yeah.
Yes, yeah, upload
Okay.
it.
Okay, done.
Can you go to lobby?
Okay.
So in that case, what it should be the message actually for you? You are viewing it, and
Yeah, that's okay because like if it's for me, it should say you. But I was looking at other people's messages
no,
that
no,
had
no. John also like your name is coming, na? Your name is also coming there. John applauds.
yeah, it says John applauds you for.
It should be you applauds, na? In that case,
Um,
you
technically, yeah, it should be but then it would be like you applaud you.
you applauds. Then only message you should not be there in that
That's
case.
yeah, because I want to take out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, there's two different examples there, right? The one on the bottom. it was-
Yes, yes. Bottom here. So I'm sharing a something here, so you can upload it from sharing some images or something.
we should do it from a group chat, Amit. So
Okay.
yeah,
We have test group chat in there.
that's true. Yeah,
I'm sending messages.
let's do it from there. Okay, let me do that one. And then the question is, what does it look like on somebody else's device now? So
Correct.
we have Todd and Danny are in that chat.
Mhm.
If Todd, if you're available, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Production build, do you have a phone available?
Do
Okay. Did you make any of the changes yet on it?
No, it's not any changes on production currently. It's on my local only.
Okay.
So
Well, we'll wait a sec, but
Yeah.
I think that the notification you got probably doesn't sound right. It probably says I applauded you for something, right? That's in a message in your lobby, Todd.
you're referring to me. Message in my lobby. Let me see.
At the very top should say
Oh, it said yeah, the test chat group 1 says John applauds you for
right,
I.
and
Yep.
and that's a mistake, yeah, because you didn't do anything,
Right.
right? So that's where we're fixing that. So when Amit pushes a change, we're to make sure it reads right.
okay. And regarding next thing, next message, bottom one, upload name. Name should be the person. What name it should be? Which
Yeah,
name?
the person who had written that message. So one of the users wrote, besides Bitcoin, I'm taking this quick trade. So
Mhm.
I think that was Zane. So it would have Zane's. So it would say, Lena applauds Zane for the quote.
Okay. Make the note in it. And apart from that, and I also work on this one. Let me show you.
Okay.
It is for Shawntelle. Shawntelle, can you please check here? This one you want me to change text. So it is good, or like I need to make any other changes also. Or can you please give me the exact text? What how you want?
Yeah, I was wanting to have like um okay, so it does say user, the name, and the name of the business. Okay, yeah, that works for me.
Okay. So this one also create a pull request for it. And apart from that, one I have John for this one, this notification, I uploaded, make the changes to redirect you to the right correct screen.
Okay. Is that push to production?
Yes,
Yep.
yes, yes. Yeah, the template changes, but like we need app update also.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, has Amin done his part?
I mean, yes, just did his part. So,
Okay. Can Amin test it? Can you give him a notification that he could test with?
notification. Okay, this notification will send to Wayne Journal.
Yeah.
Sending entertainment. Sorry, let me post for him.
I'm also curious what the click-through rate on that is, if Todd or Danny has that. It says couch time on the header.
Heritage. Click time.
Have it.
both are equally.
How do you know which one it is?
So this one is watch PPT vendor 1.
4.65%. That's not great.
A.
Hold on one second.
Can you see my screen, John?
Yes. I'm multitasking, but yeah.
I
Which one?
removed
You removed it. I mean,
Yep.
okay, let me see it again.
Okay.
Actually, why don't we put one more line space also? Where you put that line space, make it a double space. Okay, that looks better. I don't think I have quotation marks in my example either. Yeah, no, we don't need the quotation marks.
Okay.
Also, did you add an? Oh wait, you added the line space. Wait, did you add another line space?
Yeah,
Add
I
one.
did. Add one more.
Wait a minute. No, you didn't.
I
Where did you
did.
put? I guess yeah. I guess I see it.
Between you can and join.
Okay. It's subtle, but I guess I do see it. Okay. Yeah, so then let me just see it without the quotation marks.
Mm-hmm.
Ahmed, did you have a question?
Yeah, no question. Like you want to see now? Just watching PPT vendor A and B.
Yeah. This one, is this the one that's 3 something percent click through or 4 something percent?
B is 3.87%.
Huh. It's not great. That's one of the worst, actually. Okay. Good to know. Well, at least it'll navigate to the right place. Are you able to send a notification to Amin for him to test it?
So I need to schedule notification for him. 1 minute. It will take time. Schedule it.
Okay. Okay, that modal looks good now. I mean, thank you. And are you confident it'll show up properly now?
Yeah. Made it to where it's gonna be shown only with the group ID now.
Excellent. Okay. Okay. There's a lot more to cover, little things. Jerry, you remember I sent you that screenshot? That user had the suggestions, but then there was like nothing there. I got your reply, but I didn't understand it. You said,
Yeah, we should check that during onboarding because it looks like I found suggestions for them. But again, we did change the query, or maybe we didn't change the query yesterday. But
not that one. We didn't change that one.
Yeah, that would be something that we'd have to check during onboarding because I see that user has suggestions.
Well, I checked it in onboarding yesterday. Well, I mean, I looked at the session replay. What else? How else do we check it? You want to
run
simulate it? You mean?
Right. We're trying to reproduce it from onboarding because the query looked like it was returning fine.
Okay. Interesting. Why don't you I can send it to Amin, I guess.
Mhm.
Hey, Amin, let me forward this to you. In onboarding, all the work we did last week is looking good, really good. I saw some session replays. The users very engaged, but I do see some defects here and there. So like I just forwarded you one I saw where user shared contacts, and you can see there that under suggestions there's nothing showing up, but there should have been. Jerry said there should have been a lot.
Okay. Well, normally the list goes there, so I have to check whether. Like, do you have Okay, I have the phone number. I can search it myself. The session replay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, go ahead and take a look at that, and then I'll keep going with Amit. Amit, did you have? Were you ready to deploy that?
Not yet. I'm setting up notification for Amin first. Then I will.
Okay, sounds good.
Uh,
Okay,
first of-
let's see. Jerry, what about the screenshot I sent yesterday where Danny had been added but was still showing in the list? I sent that at 8:09
Yeah, that's front end. I would say.
front end.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one more for you. I mean, it's kind of in the same area, so I'll send it to you now.
Amin, what is your user key?
Okay, let me send it to you.
I'm getting a weird bug on 33 where every time I click on an unread message, it gives me the pop up about welcome to what's streaming.
Yep, we just fixed that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. How about any other things to note, Shawntelle? Shawntelle, any other defects jumping out
Oh,
at you?
yeah, sorry, I was talking on mute. Yeah, the other thing is it's got like the little code next to the name and the topics. So it says like test 3, and then there's like a little box that says like 01F601.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Let
Okay.
me see. Let me see what you're looking at. Wells, I have a small fix for you too. I think you worked on this with Jerry, maybe. So I'll address both of you. Are you there, Wells?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You know, on the People Finder, People Spotlight screen, there's friends of friends that are suggested, and there's like a blue X next to the names. You can remove people from the list.
I think so. Give me a minute so I can get there.
I can send you a screenshot to you. One sec.
That works as well.
Where are my screen? I have screenshots on 3 phones now. Oh, one sec. Found it. Okay. I removed a suggestion. Let me send this screenshot to you. And it did remove it from the list, but did not remove that user from the drawer. So that's where the front end change is going to be needed. Let me send this to you. So you'll see here the name I drew an X on. Okay, sent. That name there I drew an X on was
Okay.
correctly removed out of that friends of friends list, but still appear on the drawer.
Okay, and how do you get this drawer?
See more. The button, where it says see 6 more.
I see. Yeah, I remember that.
Mhm.
Cool. So basically, remove that person from there as well, right?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And then while you're at it, I think I have a couple other little things too, but can you give an update?
Yes, sir. So one of the PRs I had open just was merged yesterday, and I just opened the one regarding the onboarding, which is pending review from Amin. And I also sent it to his mail, but I forgot he was out.
Mm.
Um, and I will be opening another one today also for the start the convo, which will need to be also thoroughly reviewed. That's a pretty important part of the app. And yeah, besides that, I was also taking a look at the what was it again? Oh yeah, the add friends contacts to be pre-selected when you favorite something, and you go to share with other people. Remember you spotted that out?
Yeah. What was that one again? When you add favorites?
Yeah, so there is the when you favorite something and you can start a group or share separately. There is a button there for you to add friends to your recommendations of friends to be sharing with. And on that list that pops up,
Yeah.
we want the contacts that are already on the recommendations to be pre-selected.
Pre-selected. Oh, because they were selected from the other screen.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. To match the modal names selected should match what's selected below the modal, right?
yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now
How did that
everything.
go? Did you finish that?
No. I'm actually at the beginning of that.
Okay.
Um, let me take notes on this new one. So this is on the spotlight people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the Seymour.
And Jerry, I think this is probably front end. This also, I'm sending you something in Slack.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how we are handling this Seymour because perhaps that's backend.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But wait, I think I asked Jerry about that yesterday. He thought it was front end to remove the person from the drawer.
Mhm. Yeah, we gotta see because
Yeah.
perhaps, for example, I'm not sure if I can get a list of the people that were actually removed by that. Actually filtering that on the front end. So perhaps um I gotta check this. But either it's backend returning the Seymour with the users that should be there, or it is just happening for the one you just pressed X. So on the next time you see the Seymour, they'll fetch again from the backend, it's gonna come right. But right now it is coming with that person there because the data was already loaded.
That makes
So if
sense.
it is
I think it is probably that.
yeah. So yeah, if it is that, then it is front end. If not, I don't think we can have a list of the people that were excluded, so we can remove them from the listing. Uh, Actually, we could, but it will be better to handle that on the back end. But yeah, indeed, I will look into it, and I think it is the second option. Also, I think
I'm
it is
testing it
just for the
now.
person who just hit X that
Okay. Yeah, I'm
we have.
testing that now to see. And if I force close the app and return, they are removed from the drawer.
Awesome. So it is front end.
Okay. Yeah. So now you know on that one. Okay. And then yeah, so take some notes on that. And then Jerry, I just sent you a screenshot. I don't know if this is the session replay being weird, like which is always possible, but I've never seen this before. where there was nothing there.
Do you have the link to the session replay?
Well, I could get it.
Yeah, if you can send me the link to the session replay, I
Okay.
can get more info.
That's gonna be difficult. It was just kind of a random one I was looking at. Can you look it up with that phone number?
Oh, okay, yes. Let's see, 636-954-6968.
And Ahmed, are we ready to test that applause emoji?
No, not yet, John.
No. Okay. I'll wait.
I will, that one will take some time. So meanwhile, I am setting a notification for coming. That is not set up.
Okay. Well, and when you're ready, I have a couple other little things to share.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. The list is showing empty. Why would that be? Let's find out.
Strange, right?
Profile type recent favorite.
I have one more thing for you, Wells. Give me a sec. I gotta send it. It's in the same area.
Daddy,
Give me a sec, please.
I scheduled a notification for Amin.
One sec, Ahmed. He said give him a sec.
Okay.
Wells, I'm sending you another little minor glitch on that same screen. So let me know if you have any questions. Pretty straightforward, though. Just a profile image didn't show up.
Okay, so a profile image didn't show up there? Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
after
Isn't that
I
something
added,
to do?
yeah, it was after I added a user from a search.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the screenshot there.
Okay. I mean, let me take notes on that as well.
Okay. And then when you're done, Wells, I got a question.
You got a question?
Yeah, got a question for you on that screen.
Okay, go ahead.
So, question is, would this be front end logic or back end logic if we wanted to only show this screen, let's say like the first 3 times a user does a favorite, but then have a different flow after that?
Hmm. If it is really critical, then it is an integration for our front end and back end. If it is not that critical, then it can be handled on the front end. So we can have that on our global state and keep that for the same user. The only issue with that is if the user uninstalls the app or it cleans the data, then we wouldn't have that data stored because it's not on our backend. But since it is not critical, then I don't see that as a problem. So we could handle that exclusively on the front end if you want to. Or if
I would say in terms of it showing up after they reinstall, I don't think it's not that critical in that regard.
yeah,
Yeah.
and in case we want to do that in the future for something more permanent, it is also doable. So what I have been working with Jerry, saving this user preferences and this kind of stuff, I believe can be used for that as well. So it can be used for storing this kind of interactions on the back end.
So what's better for us in this case if we
Yeah,
wanted
I would say for that, since it is a thing of as you mentioned, if the user uninstalls the app and reinstalls it again, it is not really that big of a problem for them to be having this first experience again.
Yeah.
I see that there's no downsides of not having it exclusively on the front end.
Okay. I may talk to you more about that then and apply some logic. And then maybe we get more fancy with the logic, like maybe we show it again though in future cases, like based on some other conditions. Maybe that starts needing the back end though. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
perhaps. It
yeah.
is. It is basically just a matter of storing one single value for representing that. So it is pretty straightforward, kind of. Not that complicated, I believe so. Jerry
Okay.
perhaps can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's like that.
Okay. I'll look at some more of the data on this, but I think it's what happens is the screen gets less effective over time. Like for new users, it's more effective, but then the more favoriting and times they see the screen, then it's like less effective, and actually probably becomes annoying after a while. So um, I'll let you know if I come up with like more advanced logic on it, but I think probably something more like just showing it like the first like 3 times or 5 times, and then the other thing is we did have a different flow. I imagine that code is still there, just commented out. Do you recall if like we would be able to restore the other flow, the older flow?
Not sure. So I wasn't the one who assembled this send separately flow. I just improved it once it was there already. So I worked a lot on the screen, but I'm not sure what was there before of the screen.
Okay, no worries. I'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But
Sounds
okay,
good.
thanks for answering the question.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Mhm. Jerry, you still in the middle of something there?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong query for user, yeah, for the SOT because this user had allowed contacts.
Mm-hmm.
And you're wondering why it's returning empty. And the reason why it's returning empty is there are no contacts in this user's contacts who have emojis in there.
Okay, so that Amin might have been looking at that too, but so it's not a front end issue necessarily.
Yeah, it's not a front end issue. Sorry. I was getting it confused with the other query that we were using for that screen now.
Okay, so if we do suggestions there, it's only those ones. Okay, so that means we should just really hide the header from the front end, right?
That sounds right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you implement that, Amin?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And Jerry, we never went the step further to say emojis or if you, as a user, gave a profile image to a contact, because that's also a high value, like theoretically high value friend.
That is another. I think we talked about it, but there's a bit more to it because we have to start reporting if there's an image in the contacts.
Okay. And we don't do that.
No, we're just sending like the name and the number.
Okay. But you do identify whether they have emojis in their contact or not.
Well, yeah, because that's part of the name.
I see. Okay. How much is involved in reporting if they have the image?
Both we need front end and back end, and we have to figure out the best way to store it.
Why do we need the front end for that?
Because the front end isn't reporting the contact image.
The front end. But wait. But the front end, when you say reporting, I get what you mean. Like when it's sent.
When we're uploading the contacts.
I see. Oh, that should have been done a long time. That's an easy enough one, right? We just need the front end to, when it uploads the contacts, to include photos.
Right? To include the photo, but I think what we were doing is I think we were determining if we were just going to pass a boolean if it had a photo, because we can't upload the actual photo. That could take a while.
Yeah, but we want to see the photo. I mean, that's what the other big apps do when they're doing their onboarding, like Locket. Their suggestions will be images and emojis in their names.
I think what Amin suggested is that we can include the path to the image name.
Okay, so it's still effectively the same thing.
Yeah, but if they change phones or something, then it will break.
Okay, interesting. I mean, I don't want to interrupt you. Are you in the middle of something?
No, I'm
Okay.
following.
So in the suggestions, we look at, well, the back end is delivering suggestions, but it's based on names of your contacts who have emojis in the name, because that's presumably somebody you have a stronger connection with. The other aspect to that would be somebody in your contacts who added a photo to their contact, that presumably is also somebody you have a stronger connection with. So, but in order for Jerry to, I guess for the front end to display it, the front end needs to upload that, and he's suggesting doing it as a boolean to save space or efficiency.
Like, are we gonna show the image later?
Well, yeah. If we're gonna show it, that's where Amin suggested we upload the file path to the
Yeah,
image.
I do want to show the image. Yeah. So it would look like a profile picture, just like anybody else's profile picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, it's a small picture. Like, it doesn't have to be, super high resolution.
Well, no, we can't upload. I don't want to upload the image.
Okay.
That's a lot of images we'd have to be processing, and that contact import takes long enough.
Right. What do you think of me?
The other solution is we're not gonna send the image, but like you can think of it, we're gonna send the path where it lives inside the phone. So when we get it back, it will match with that path and become located locally. But the only thing that but this it has a down point with whereas if user now logged in from other device, that path is not valid because it's gonna point into something that it does not exist in the other device. So it will be no image.
But you can't log in from a different device without an authentication code anyway, right?
Yeah, let's say that if a user yeah, when he gonna authenticate and everything, he will not be able to see these contact images from another device, which I can see, yeah, because if it's in another device, you wouldn't be having that contact. I mean, most of the time, unless if the user can, yeah, yeah, I don't think it's a problem, Jay, if you think about it. Because like if a user gonna log in from another device, he will need to go through onboarding again. And if he share contacts, then he will be sharing with us the new paths, like to the images, and it will be updated.
I guess, and that's very unlikely that they'll be using multiple devices.
Yeah,
We just want to make sure that if for some reason that path ends up broken, that the app doesn't crash.
yeah.
We
I
have
mean, we just we're gonna make it in a way where it's not gonna crash because of this. The
Mhm.
worst case scenario, it's gonna be like in the default avatar.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is if as long as it doesn't crash when the image isn't there, if it's looking for something that's not there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you know what you need to do? I mean, to facilitate this.
Yeah, I will need to send the 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 images back to Jerry, and from there I will need more front end changes to now showing images from local path instead of the a remote URL, because that's how we have it right now for images, like profile images. We show we work with them with the consideration these images they are gonna be downloaded from a remote server, but now it's gonna be in another case where those images they might be just coming locally, so we need to handle this case. Yeah.
Okay. Is it is it pretty safe?
I mean, we need to just introduce this change gradually to some list. Like for example, here in the onboarding suggestions, we're gonna do it only there first because that component is like shared. The avatar component is shared everywhere. Like wherever we use images,
Mm,
there's the avatar. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have this new logic where we're gonna expecting images to be loaded from local device, from local storage, only for those avatars in this list. Once it's good, we can introduce that gradually to other images, other places.
okay. It would be there and also in the edit SOT, right?
Yeah, that's yeah, it will be both. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, take note of this. Okay.
Hello, Amin.
Yeah.
Did you receive the notification?
Let me see. It is it the Are You Watching TV
Yes,
notification?
yes, yes.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So can you please check where it's redirecting you?
Okay, I need to do one for 10 changes for it to work. So yeah, give me a second.
So John, I sent you notification.
Okay. Thank you.
So I'm working on other things. Uploads message.
You sent in it in production
I am not on QA.
QA. Okay. I did not get a notification.
No. I sent Amin only. No, it's like
Oh,
you told the thing.
yeah,
Yep,
for the test for
same
sure.
numbers.
Yeah, and then you were going to send we're going to do some testing on the applauds one. You
Yes.
haven't one yet?
Yeah. I'm testing. Yes. And
Okay.
okay, give me some time.
And then Jared, did you figure out why that one user had no favorites displayed in the start the convo?
Yeah, I figured it out. There was some issue when it was like joining, it was like loading up their stats, but usually that didn't happen for a bunch of users. Like I know it must have just been an issue with this one user having a blank account. But it's also weird that it has been working fine without it. I made the check null safe
Okay.
to consider if the user's account is completely blank, and it's loading fine now.
That user, though, should have a long list of favorites. I
No,
think.
it wasn't with Pika. It was with the new user.
Oh, the news, you're right. But that, yeah, so then it should revert to what's trending.
Well, what we do is we fetch both her favorites and the new user's favorites. And there was something with fetching the new user's favorites that failed. It should have shown Pika's favorites.
Yeah.
But because we have to fetch both of them, both the new user and the inviter, to know which one to show.
Okay.
And then we see who has more favorites, or if they both have favorites, and we have a decision based on that. So yeah, even though the user had no favorites and Pika did, we still had to check the new user, and there was an issue checking the new user.
Okay.
And it was a matter of making something null safe, and then everything worked itself out after that.
Okay. I'm still concerned that we may have some other issues with that. 1 second. Message an element back here.
No, John, it's not deployed. No,
Oh, okay.
I'm testing for myself.
Gotcha. Why are we trying to get both users' favorites?
Because this is the same query that's being used for whenever you add a new friend.
Yeah.
Like there's a start to Convo screen when you add a new friend. So we do check your favorites. Like its query is shared.
I see. That slows it down a little bit, I imagine, right? To get two different users.
Not a lot.
Okay. So in some cases, it may show.
Well, I mean, for a new user, it would always show the inviter.
Which was this, in this case, was the new user.
Because think about it, for the other thing, for like the other start to Convo from the inviter's perspective, that it needs to show the inviter's favorites.
Yeah.
Because the new user wouldn't have any.
Right. And in this onboarding case, it was supposed to show the inviter's favorites, but didn't.
Correct.
But you fixed that.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was because the system was trying to check the new user's favorites. But again, I know there's something we've checked before with new users. I don't know what was special about this user, but it was just a matter of it returning null and making it null safe resolved it. Because null is effectively 0.
Yeah. Well, maybe I don't know if there's anything special about the user. Maybe I think it probably just had something to do with like the timing.
Maybe the timing as well.
Yeah, because I think that the check happens before the screen's loaded, so that way it looks smooth, like there's no skeleton load or anything. But maybe it just didn't happen fast. That's where I was worried about performance hit if we're trying to find both users' favorites.
It doesn't take long. The query doesn't take long at all.
No?
No.
But not only does it have to find them, it has to display them.
From production server, the query is taking. Oh, I gotta wait for my update to go. Did I deploy this? Yeah. On my local, the query is taking like 150 milliseconds, which is totally acceptable.
Yeah, that's super fast.
Mhm.
But in this case, something went wrong.
I mean, I was able to reproduce it until just now. Why is it still happening on the production server? Oh, wait, no, why? Why is this still happening on the production server now? I wonder if that's something with the data loader. Okay. Did it not deploy? Must have not deployed. I got a quota error when I tried to deploy the production back in. That's never got that before. We'll see. I'll try to replay it. We'll see what happens. Okay, locally works fine. Oh, let's see. Okay, training favorites. How is this? This way? Make sure AWS is handling this. And it looks like it's deploying now. Okay, I might have to do a little more debugging on this because it's not working on the production server. It's working locally. Everything says it's deployed. So
Okay. Yeah, take a look at that. And I got another thing I'm sending to you. It's a question about the cool kid screen, but yeah, let me know how this one gets resolved though.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll be right back. If you guys, if you need Todd to do some testing with you, just let him know what you need for the emojis, and
Yep, I'll be here.
okay. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Cool.
Almost done. I will take 10 to 15 more minutes.
Did we ever get to the bottom of why I couldn't upload videos the other night? Like, should the fix be in 33? Hello?
Oh, I'm here.
I can,
Yeah,
yeah,
can I mean?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. I was asking if we ever got to the bottom of why I couldn't upload videos the other day. Because I'm having a problem. I can't upload them today either. So it
Uh,
wasn't working, then it was working, and now it's not working again.
yeah, well, like we didn't really know what was going on, but we went with like upgrading some libraries we using, thinking it might help, but I guess it's not. We still don't know why sometimes the videos can't be uploaded.
Got it.
All right, I'm back. Did you guys test out those notifications yet on it?
Not yet. Final testing I'm doing.
Okay. I mean, did you? I forgot what you were doing. I mean, what are you looking at? Maybe means stepped away.
I figured out what's going on with this glitch thing. It's a profile that she liked. So I was getting data,
Mhm.
but I'm getting data locally, and the reason I'm not getting it in production is because there's one error that's being reported from it, and the way that the GraphQL server works is that in production, if there's an error, it just returns empty.
Oh.
which is odd. I don't understand. Maybe, I mean, I can and cannot understand at the same time why it would do that, but it certainly had me confused. So I'm trying to see what that error is and why it's happening.
Okay. So
It's
still
specific to a profile that she liked.
interesting. Huh. Shawntelle, when Amin is back, will you show him the stuff you were just putting in the development channel for Android?
Yep.
Okay. I got to jump in the shower and I got a podcast in 45 minutes, but I'll jump back on here in a few minutes. So be right back.
Mhm.
Hey, I mean, you here?
Yeah, I mean,
So for the query, all type profile recent favorite. Is there any reason why we're not passing a place to it
what we're not passing?
under profile type? We aren't passing the place to it.
Okay, give me a second to find the query. Like, what's the name of it?
All type profiles recent favorites.
Okay. And what we are not passing that we should be?
Well, I guess it's a question that you need to run by John. Like, for the profile type, we're not passing
Oh,
place.
we're not passing like an array. We're passing only one.
No, we're
That's
not passing place. I see movie, show, podcast, book,
oh yeah.
game.
I see. Because we use this, I guess. Well, here in the code, I can see it's been used in only entertainment. Let me see. Is it?
Yeah, it looks like it's only entertainment.
Yeah.
Hmm. So yeah, and this is more context. So the reason it was showing blank wasn't because the reason it was like mismatching was because we had two .env files for the backend, and it wasn't. It was actually pulling from the QA database. That's a whole nother story. I got it fixed to production, and what's happening is that user has no favorites. Like she has favorites, but they're all places. None of them are entertainment. So it's saying that she has more favorites, and it's trying to load all her entertainment favorites, and that's not correct. Which I can yeah, I might be able to actually just do this fix. Let's see.
Shawntelle, you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Regarding like the issue you cannot upload a video, are you using the latest, like which from Android, which is 33?
Yes.
Because I cannot find it. Like, oh, what I mean, but I cannot find it. Like, this type of issue is being reported to Sentry. Obviously, errors. All the errors are like from older versions, none of them from this 33. So I was just making sure
Yeah.
that you are using the latest.
Yep. I'm using 33.
Okay.
Oh.
Like the phone number you're using, does it have like 414 at the end?
Yes.
It says here you're using 32.
Let me double check.
Let me double check again.
Because I'm in the development version.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's 32. It's like the 20th.
No, I'm looking at it right now. I just
Okay.
went.
Okay. Thank you.
My phone is still in production. I think in 32. So I don't know if that's what you see. Because it's all the same phone number.
Oh, okay. I see.
Shawntelle, you're in production and in 33 with the same phone number?
Yep. Yes, I am.
Wait, with two different phones?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. How does that? So are you? So you have an iPhone and an Android,
Yes.
and you're using the same phone number for both?
Yes.
Does one of the phones not have another phone, a different phone number, or not activated?
Correct. The iPhone.
Oh. Is this? Could this be causing some of the issues you're having? Using two different versions on the same phone number? I wonder.
Well, I've been doing this like
Forever.
since
Yeah,
forever. Yeah.
but you've been having problems forever, like you very unique problems than all of us.
True.
I'm wondering if that's part of the problem. We might want to get Jerry or me or someone to chime in about it. I don't know.
I don't think that's likely because I
Okay.
do the same thing too.
Okay.
Yeah,
And it doesn't things like notifications, um, nothing like that at all.
I've not
My
weird things.
currently my Android is not a good reference for notifications right now. And that's just because my phone is having issues with notifications across the board with all of my apps right now.
Okay.
So all of my apps are giving me like double, triple notifications of things. It's all wonky right now.
Well, we should probably just to isolate any possible issues. Which phone doesn't have isn't activated? The iPhone or the Android?
Yeah, my iPhone.
The iPhone. I wonder if I can just get you a different phone number for that phone with one of our Mint Mobile accounts and just completely separate the two phones just to be sure. Because I feel like you've been having very unique problems more than in any of us. I feel like, but perhaps you're doing more testing than us as well, though. So we can discuss that point.
Okay.
Not a big deal. Thank you.